Hey everyone, Aga here, and I am doing a provincial flags tier list in Canada, and I am doing this with my good friend Eric. Eric, how are you doing today?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's been a while since I've seen you, but we shall just go through the tier list. So we have all the flags and we have the tiers. Our best tier being Hang It in the Dorms, all the way from clean, solid, okay, down to major changes needed. Now, I put the Canadian flag in there at the Hang It in the Dorms because, of course. And we have all the provincial flags as you can see down here, so I'll start moving them with Eric. So, Eric, we got Newfoundland and Labrador first. I'm thinking
In
clean.
my in my opinion, I think it's a top tier, but I can respect your opinion that it's a clean.
Yeah, I think it's clean mainly because of the fact that you gotta have like a little X factor to go into Hang It in the Dorms. But clean, like a top tier clean, I respect. That is what it is. Next up, we got PEI. PEI,
Yeah,
I'm
this
putting
one I
in
hate.
okay, maybe. I'm putting it in okay.
Yeah, this one I think it's very like sloppy with the tree. The colors are very like light and faded.
Yeah,
The border
and
goes like a third.
that
Like it's
fourth,
on the
like the
top
left lane
side.
not going down, that's also kind of pissing me off.
Yeah, and like I'm a big fan of like flags that at least look the same, like when they're flying like both ways.
Yeah, yeah.
And this, like, I don't know, it's just
So you don't
not
you appreciate
symmetrical.
symmetry is what you're telling me.
Yeah, and this is just like
Gotcha.
not it.
Gotcha. Alright, next up we got Nova Scotia. I'm putting Nova Scotia at solid. I think it's a really mid flag. In general, there are better flags, but there are also worse flags. So I think mid, like, okay is good for it. Sorry, like a solid. Like a solid, down the middle, like, average flag.
Yeah, a little basic, but like if your name's New Scotland,
You don't
you
really
have
have
to
much choice
have
when it
like
comes to
you
making
have to have a
flags, do you, at
Scottish
that
flag.
point?
Yeah, it's cool that they like inversed it and then they put their own
The crest is
crest
what's
on it.
carrying the flag right now, I'll be
It
so
saves
honest.
it from being like a basic.
Yeah, it
Okay.
saves it from like an okay. It saves it from an okay because of the
Yeah.
crest. It's kind of cool. All right, New Brunswick. A lot of people think New
Yeah.
Brunswick is like a really good flag. Like, don't get me wrong, it is. But
I'm a
I
major
personally
fan.
don't see it. I see it as a tad bit better than Nova Scotia. I see that as like another solid flag. Maybe a very
Yeah.
like low tier clean, but
I
mainly
would
I'm
put it clean
clean.
myself. Like I really like it's very like classic and
Yeah,
historical.
I see it. This isn't the
Solid.
final list, but I'm
Mhm.
definitely thinking until we get through everything at a solid, like at the very top of solid, it can creep into a clean. I will be honest with you.
Yeah,
Um,
on his day, on his day,
on
it
his
could be
day,
a
it's a
good.
big. If you're having like a drinking party down at the shed, if you're having like your Wellerman rum and cokes, I say as I sip my Guinness, my rum and coke Guinness in the glass. All right, next up we got the Quebec flag. Quebec, I don't even have to say anything. Hang it in the dorms, my friend. Hang it in the dorms.
Yeah, classic, clean, symmetrical, with the flirt.
With the
Beautiful.
beauty of hating English people as well, might I add.
Yeah, gotta respect them. They make a good flag.
All right. Ontario, we got next, and Ontario is going to be one of many flags I'm gonna put in like a very low tier between okay and like major changes needed. I think I will talk about this when we get to Manitoba. I'm putting Ontario bottom tier, mainly because this looks like a British Raj flag, but the flowers don't really do much. Because with Manitoba, it's very similar, but Manitoba at least has a fucking bison. That's cool.
Yeah, I think like because they're we can talk about them at the same time.
Yeah,
Like,
we can
they're
just get those both
very
of them
basic. I think those are maple leaves, and I know that there were like original Canada flag designs that
Yeah.
had like the 3 maple leaves like that.
in.
But I
Yeah.
just think it's basic, and yeah, it would be really cool if they made another.
Because if it was
like, newer
interpreted
flag.
more into like its own flag, I can definitely put it much higher. But it's just a part of like the British Imperial flag. It's literally Union
Yeah.
Jack red and the crest.
Yeah, it's very basic.
But that doesn't mean
No
Manitoba
personality.
is any better or worse. Sorry for
I
interrupting.
think the bison's cooler, so
Yeah, so I'm just putting Manitoba at like the bottom of okay. More flags will definitely replace it, but Ontario needs a lot of work. And that leads me into the little sandwich in between Ontario and Manitoba, Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan, honestly, not the
Saskatchewan's
best.
after Manitoba. Manitoba is east of Saskatchewan.
Is it? I thought it was
Yeah, it goes
Ontario.
Ontario.
No, it's
Manitoba,
Ontario, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, no?
It's Ontario, Manitoba, Saskatchewan.
Whatever the order is, I don't care at this point.
You're not a prairie boy.
I am not, because I wasn't the one that had to write Saskatchewan in that small block in like preschool.
Yeah. No,
Boom.
We don't talk about that.
Terrible
That's traumatic.
memories. Boom. Flashback. Boom.
Yeah.
I should stop saying boom because I'm Middle Eastern. Anyways, Saskatchewan, I'm putting it a tiny bit below PEI. Because at least the PEI has a bit of a cooler border on like the line.
Yeah,
This
we'll
is-
have like a different tier list for me and you.
Yep.
But I'd put Saskatchewan higher than PEI for sure.
Alright, we can
I
just
think-
do an adjustment on the final list as well when we get
Yeah.
there.
There's like historical value to it, like with the Ukrainian reference.
I think
flower's
honestly it's
nice.
the crest that's saving it, the crest and the thing. Because this is just the
Yeah.
colorblind version of the Ukrainian flag, but I find the flower and crest to give it identity. That's why it's much better
Yeah.
than like Manitoba, Ontario, and what we'll
Yeah,
get
it's
to
not
Alberta
as
next.
soulless. It has some personality.
It
but
has
is
something
pretty
to it,
basic.
yeah, exactly.
And it's kind of unbalanced. I don't really like how. I don't know. It doesn't feel balanced in my mind.
No, I see the vision, because I think the flower is a little bit too far off the side as well. That's like
Do you
a
know what
really weird nitpick.
You know what I'm realizing now? Like with the flower,
Yeah.
it looks like the flower is disconnected. So there's like a palm tree on the bottom, and then the flower is on top. It looks like it's two separate
Oh,
things.
wait. Oh, now
I'm
that you
just
mentioned it, I
noticing
kind
that
of see
now.
it. I kind of see it, actually.
Or like a spider.
I see the palm tree more than the spider. Because spider, if we're arguing that, because that little stick that's leading into the green, that might be like, it's like 8 or like 6 leg. I don't know how many legs the spiders have at this point.
8. No,
Alright.
it looks like a spider or a palm tree. I gotta put that lower now.
Well, then put it below, put it lower than PEI then in my list. That's perfect then. All right.
I'll
Alberta.
decide.
Alberta next. Alberta I'm putting in between Saskatchewan and the Manitoba. More personality, definitely a lot cleaner than Manitoba. But Saskatchewan still has a little bit more soul. Not by much, but it just edges it out. So, because the crest is really cool with the Alberta flag. I love that crest. If that crest was more of its own, like, full flag, I am 100% putting it. Alberta is like, at the minimum, if it's like fixed that way, minimum a high tier solid, maybe even like a really strong clean.
Yeah, and like that's what we were talking about. Like the design of the crest is pretty good, and I think for me, like the major improvements needed, I would support them like redoing their flag. Like that's my criteria for that.
Definitely.
So like Manitoba, Ontario, Alberta.
Yep.
Like keep some stuff from the original for Alberta, like the blue and like the skies and everything.
Yes.
Not like rip off
Definitely.
Saskatchewan, but that could be a good flag.
Don't modernize it, but like don't make it modernize it in like a really like baroque, not baroque, but like a blast from the past kind of like nostalgia maxing, getting it
Yeah,
very
almost like New Brunswick
yes, because that New Brunswick flag is fire.
with some class. Yeah.
And speaking of the waves of the New Brunswick flag, we got the BC flag up next.
Yeah.
BC, I'm putting it below Nova Scotia personally because the Union Jack is actually kind of fire. It fits it. It's just that bottom part with like the waves and the sun. I don't know if it's too many waves or if it's too many white waves. That is a can of beer I've seen at the liquor store. That's like a day boil. That's like a Blue Lobster. That's like a Nova Scotian beer I've seen.
Yeah, I think it's like way too busy. I don't like how like the Union Jack is not the same size as the rest of it. Like
it's like not stretch. It's like extra stretched.
50-50. It's extra stretched. I think the crown saves it a bit. the sun's cool, but sun has too many rays. Like it's I don't know. It's too much to look at.
No, to be fair, I appreciate the sun's rays. It's just the waves are doing it injustice because of how much they're breaking it. It makes it look bigger than it is. Fix those waves, like, you know, when I was talking to you earlier about the Baltic Soviet republics, like the little waves like Estonia and stuff have, or even like the not Nova Scotia, sorry, like the New Brunswick kind of wave, like the very small, like subtle one. And you know, even in the New Brunswick one, like the blue is the main color of it.
Mm-hmm.
You fix it that way, 100%, like 100% top tier clean. Maybe even a hang it in the Louvre if you're like going UBC or like you have any like affiliation to the region.
Yeah.
All right, next up we got Yukon. Yukon, really clean flag. Not as clean as Newfoundland, but I appreciate like the green and blue color. The crest is really clean, like the little like flowers, olive branches, whatever you want to call them, up the side. Really cool.
Mm-hmm. The husky on top.
My only nitpick on this is maybe like a little bit more proportional, but that's a big problem I have with the Northwest Territories flag. But Yukon, really clean flag. Down for it.
And I think the Yukon flag has better proportions than the Northwest Territories, and I think that's what makes the Northwest Territories.
Some guy just ripped his fucking motorbike across the road.
But yeah, I think Yukon, like the proportions are a lot better than the Northwest Territories.
Absolutely. And it leads me to Northwest Territories, which is still a solid flag, but I'm putting it below BC for it. I'm putting it below BC. If it fixes up its borders, like if its proportions, as we said, definitely a much better flag, like a definitely mid-tier solid, even a low-tier clean if you want to look at it. And I think let's finish up.
I think that is.
Sorry, what was that?
Cool. The Arctic fox.
Oh yeah, the fox is really cool. The little like
cool, red green
triangle divide between the red and like the green and the blue. The little top part of the crest is also really cool. This flag can definitely work well. All right. I want to finish up with the final Hang It in the Dorms, in my opinion. And the most recent flag, as you pointed out earlier.
Yeah, none of beautiful. Yeah, that's my favorite.
Classic,
also with,
effortless, timeless, little North Star, little, like, I don't know its name.
Inukshuk.
No, sorry, can you repeat it?
The Inukshuk.
The Inukshuk. Sorry.
Yeah, very cool. Inuit.
Very cool. Very clean.
Also Vatican, kind of Vatican.
This is the Vatican if the Vatican was cooler and more indigenous.
Yeah, very cool.
Authentic Vatican replica. That's a sin for me to say that. Anyways, now we got the 2 DLCs because we are doing all the work in Newfoundland. We get to have the Newfoundland and Labrador separate tricolors in here as well. Unfortunately, the Newfoundland like tricolor, like the Italian looking one, like a washed out Italian one, I'm putting it at major changes needed. I will put it above like Ontario though, because Ontario just is not it.
Yeah, I can see like it's kind of the same as Nova Scotia, like with the Irish like inspiration.
It's the Irish and Italian inspiration. The way I described it earlier to you was when you put it in, like when you put in your Italian flag through the washer and it just washes out the pink, like washes out the retour pink.
I do kind of like it. I wouldn't put it high though. Like I'd keep it low.
I'm keeping it at major changes needed.
Yeah, but I do like the faded. Yeah. It's kind of
because I've seen variations of this where like they put the Newfoundland Island in the middle of like the white area. That I find cooler.
Yeah, it like that. Same thing with like the rest of them. Like a redesign.
Yeah,
would make it nice. Needed.
And the final flag for this video, the Labrador tricolor. I'm putting that at a very solid, very respectable clean. I like the little like branch on the top left. The 3 colors flow in effortlessly. It's a very clean design. It's really nice.
Yeah, nothing really wrong with it. Exactly. I like the unique branch logo.
All right, this is my current design. Eric, I'll just read everything I have off to you. I got my hanging in the dorms, my Canada, my Quebec, my Nunavut. I got Newfoundland leading the cleans with Yukon and Labrador. I got my New Brunswick, my Nova Scotia, BC, and Northwest Territories at solid. PEI is leading okay with Saskatchewan, Alberta, and Manitoba following through. And in my major changes needed, I got the Newfoundland tricolor and the worst flag I think of the entire lot. I got the Ontario flag. Any changes you'd like to make?
Yeah, should I make my own tier list and I can put it up?
You can send me your own tier list and I can just move it along here, whatever one you want.
Yeah, so I think to change from yours, I would put Newfoundland up to hang it in the dorms.
Like the tricolor or the
Newfoundland and Labrador.
The big one, okay.
Yeah.
And are we talking very top, very bottom, where are we talking? Better than Nunavut?
I think all those are even,
all those even?
Tier.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I couldn't rank them.
No particular order.
Nitpicking. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Then I'd say, honestly, New Brunswick is clean.
Yeah, I'd move it up to clean. I would put New Brunswick now that you kind of want to make your point. I would put it in between Yukon and Labrador. That's where I would put it. Where do you want to put it?
I would put New Brunswick clean and Labrador clean. I would move Yukon down, even though I know you're a big fan.
I get you.
I would put Yukon at solid.
Yukon and solid? I'm putting it behind BC, but above Northwest. Yukon is much better than Northwest as a flag. You will not fight me about this.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so then for solid, I'd put Yukon, then Nova Scotia, then Northwest Territories, and then BC.
All right, so BC is the worst of the solids. Yukon is the best of the solids.
Yeah.
Yep, fixed up your order. You got your okay and your major changes left.
For my okay, I think this is where we disagree the most.
Mm-hmm.
I'd put Alberta as okay, but still major improvements. I wouldn't mind if they changed it. Then I'd put Saskatchewan, and then PEI, Ontario, Manitoba, and Newfoundland are all major improvements needed. And I will say PEI is my least favorite flag.
All right, PEI, I'm moving to the very bottom. So
I'm a major PEI hater.
In your OKs, I got Saskatchewan and Alberta. Is there any particular order you want them in? Alberta
I put Alberta first over Saskatchewan.
Gotcha.
After the palm tree.
And for your major changes needed, how would you order them? Because my current order has PEI very bottom. I got Newfoundland tricolor as the best of the worst. And I put Manitoba ahead of Ontario.
I think Newfoundland tricolor I'd put behind Saskatchewan. I would like it to be changed, but it's not terrible.
Okay, so I'll put it in. It's like a floater. I'll put it at the bottom of okay.
Yeah, bottom of okay.
All right.
Then for major improvements needed, I would put it in order. Manitoba is best.
Yep.
Then Ontario.
And then PEI as the worst. Yep.
As the worst, yeah.
Yep, I got that order down. So this was me and Erik's real fast, real quick Canadian flags tier list. Thank you so much for tuning in, Erik. I wish to do another updated version of this with city flags, as you were saying, in Newfoundland when you eventually get your ass here.
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching the video, dear viewer. Have a great rest of your day. Toodle pip.